For every loved SML cast member, there is always one hated by everyone. And we're gonna be starting with Lavelle, who is one of the most controversial figures in the SML cast, having faced multiple arrests and incidents that nearly took down the entire channel. While he voices several well-liked characters like Joseph and Chef Pee-Pee, his contributions are often overshadowed by his dark past surrounding him. He started working with Logan all the way back in 2010, when both Lavelle and Logan were still in high school. Lavelle has been in a fair share of drama, getting himself arrested 5 different times for so many different charges, such as possession of illegal substances and a few DUIs. He has also been in very bad interactions with fans, like in 2017 when he would go live with haters a lot and trash talk them, with most of them being minors.
Oh, there we go, puffball. Yes, need one of these. What to pick at, boy?
Another example of an altercation between Lavelle and a fan was none other than with GameCube Dude. GameCube Dude was a former SML reactor, and he used to react to Logan's videos. However, him and Lavelle got into beef in 2017. According to GameCube Dude, Lavelle threatened to take down his whole channel because apparently he wasn't reacting to SML the right way. Later on, supposedly, Lavelle got in a call with GameCube Dude and cussed him out, and subsequently, his channel got taken down due to Lavelle pressuring Logan to strike his channel. This caused GameCube Dude's fans to start disliking Lavelle, and his reputation became even worse as an SML cast member. Lavelle is also known for being a heavy instigator. Back in the SML drama in 2020, Lavelle would go on Instagram Lives and other social medias and instigate the drama a lot. He would usually side with Logan and say bad things about Chili and the other girls. If you search up Lavelle SML drama lives alone, you will see dozens of live stream screen recordings. This caused Lavelle to grow a bad reputation, as instead of taking the mature route and staying out of the drama, he dragged himself into it and caused problems that were never needed. Not only does Lavelle instigate drama in Logan's personal life, but he also has bad altercations with Logan. Basically, Lavelle used to take things the very wrong way when it came to work. Back in New Year's of 2018, Logan was by himself at home and decided to spend New Year's Eve by himself. Lavelle tried calling him to ask when they were gonna film, but Logan didn't answer the phone, as Logan just wanted to have a peaceful day all to himself. This made Lavelle think he was being fired, only because Logan didn't answer the phone when Lavelle wanted to film. Then Lavelle took to Instagram to announce the false news that he was fired.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Lavelle. I just wanted to make this announcement, just in case you're wondering, for future references. I might not be in any more SML videos. I've been trying to get into contact with Logan. He hasn't been answering the phone, and when I tried to get someone to relay a message, I don't know. I guess he didn't get it. I guess he didn't want to answer. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You might not see me in any more videos. Don't think it's me or whatever. I would love to be in more videos, but for some reason there's some void in between communication with me and him for some reason, and I don't know why.
This caused some fans to believe it and start worrying, while other fans didn't buy it at all. This is fake. SML made a new video today and it had Bowser and Chef Pee-Pee in it. Dude, SML would not be the same without Lavelle. Then Logan proceeded to take to Instagram and explain his side of the story, basically saying that Lavelle's over-exaggerating and he doesn't have to talk to Lavelle every day.
I filmed this video the day before yesterday, and just a quick update, Lavelle was in it. I filmed with him the day before yesterday, and yesterday I wanted to spend New Year's by myself. Chili's down in Disney World. I'm at home by myself, so all I did yesterday was sit here and sleep and just had the whole day to myself. I wanted a day off. My video started getting demonetized and age restricted again, so I just wanted a day off. And he's been saying that he thinks he's fired. I don't know what is wrong with him, but I think it's highly inappropriate and immature of him to go on Instagram saying he's fired because I don't answer his phone call. He's not my girlfriend. I don't have to talk to him every day. Just want to tell you guys that real quick, so you can cut that out.
After these Instagram stories went out, it seemed that the situation stopped and Lavelle never got fired from the SML crew. This all shows that Lavelle really was not the best person. From his crazy criminal history that heavily ruined his image and his social media presence. But thankfully, nowadays it's pretty different. Lavelle has had a kid a while ago, and it seems like he's now matured. He hasn't instigated any of the recent SML drama that's happened, nor has he made any other bad interactions with fans or with crew members. But But while Lavelle might be hated for some of his bad decisions and immature actions, Poobie, on the other hand, is very popular when it comes to the crew and the fans. Poobie is the voice of many characters in SML, some notable characters being Cody and Brooklyn Guy. He joined SML in 2014 and started off by voicing Cody in the Summer School series. However, the thing about Poobie is that he is one of, if not the most loved SML cast member out of all of them. Poobie goated for real. Poobie is one of the best out of the crew. Overall, it's not hard to see why fans love Poobie. He's super talented with voice acting, always cracking good jokes, and just seeming like a fun guy all around. Whether it's in vlogs or behind the scenes, he really gives off good vibes. And he's also a really good voice actor. Like, bro can yap with Brooklyn Guy for minutes on end and not mess up his lines. That's pretty impressive. Unlike other crew members, Poobie is also very good at maintaining a good reputation. He's never really been involved in any SML drama or started any drama himself. Poobie has only been in a small drama with an obsessive fan recently, but besides that, it seems like Poobie tries to stay out of everything, trying his best not to earn a bad reputation. Poobie has the ability to gain the attention of fans in videos with his characters like no others, and many people say that the video instantly gets better when Poobie or his characters are in it. Poobie is also very humble, not at all trying to capitalize on his presence outside of SML. For the longest time, he didn't even use social media either, but this was until recently when he started a TikTok where he basically just shitposts. And all of this has caused Poobie to become one of the most popular SML crew members, being one of the favorites in meet and greets and gaining many followers of his own. But while Poobie is adored by fans on the daily, Nintendo doesn't get any of the same love that Poobie gets. Nintendo is a YouTuber who makes animations of SML videos. He actually started off by being a fan of Logan's videos, and started animating his videos strictly just for fun. At the time, he most likely didn't expect for Logan to hire him, but only a few years later, Logan hired Nintendo to make animation segments in his videos wherever he needed them. His work can mainly be seen in Brooklyn Guy segments. While all this may seem good, these animations are actually the sole reason Nintendo gets hated by most SML fans. Lots of fans dislike the animation style, and some people even think that they're meant for pure filler. People also say that Nintendo can't take criticism about his work. Here are the problems with Nintendo. The characters barely have any movement, the close-ups of the characters' faces look weird and unattractive. He can't accept any criticism similar to Logan. The big noses in the recent animations are unnecessary. Overall, his animations are used only for filler, and barely have anything to do with the main plot of an episode. As someone studying animation, Nintendo disgusts me. Maybe bro should take some English classes, I don't know. I'm also disappointed how people still treat animation like a kiddie genre, even when stuff like Family Guy, South Park, and Sausage Party exists. Nintendo definitely took this criticism to heart, and this must have motivated him. Nowadays, Nintendo's animations have improved, compared to how they were just a few years back, and recently, more and more people have started adapting to it and liking them. It's always been funny to me how two people working on the same channel can get such different reactions. While Nintendo keeps catching heat from fans, Matthew seems to get nothing but love. Matthew is Logan and Lance's older cousin, and they invited him to be a part of the SML crew back in 2016. He started out by voicing Larry in the Kooplings Part 2, but he is more significantly known as the voice of Scooter. Matthew is loved by fans, obviously for him voicing Scooter, but also being very interactive with the community. Him and Anthony have always engaged with the fans a lot, doing live streams and making their own YouTube and TikTok videos. Now, this may come as a shock to a lot of you, but in 2019, Matthew was actually arrested for child abuse. Now, thankfully, these were false charges, and they were dropped shortly after. Now, in a different universe, if these charges weren't dropped, he would have most likely been in the hated category, but thankfully, this isn't a reality. Many of you probably wonder if Matthew left SML due to the allegations, but the likely answer to this is no, as Matthew came back to SML way after all of this went down in SML movie Jeffy's Yes Day, which was posted in April of 2023. The most likely reason why Matthew isn't seen in modern SML videos anymore is because he's working a real job. But him, Lance, and Logan are most likely still on good terms, as Lance and Matthew run a podcast together called the Beyond Buzz Podcast, and they still post on here pretty frequently, so it seems that their relationship seems to be strong. Even though Matthew ended up getting falsely accused, Zeke somehow never faced the consequences he actually deserved. Zeke used to be one of Logan's good friends, and Logan asked him to film videos with him all the way back in 2008. He is widely known for being the voice of Mama Luigi, and he used to be loved by many. He left the crew shortly after in 2009, as he had to move to Colorado. However, this wouldn't be the end of Zeke. In 2017, we saw him return to SML for a brief amount of time, and he was supposed to be voicing Mama Luigi in the SML movie. He also filmed the remake for SML movie Toad's Mistake, which was actually posted on the Super Mario Logan channel. But at that time, nobody saw what was coming for Zeke. Zeke used to be loved by many fans, especially the old fans. However, everything changed as of recent when Zeke was exposed for liking Lolicon, which isn't something good to be liking as an adult, if not at all. Lolicon is a fictional anime genre that features young-looking characters, and let's just say there are some very questionable and not so appropriate situations. This caused many fans to start disliking Zeke and started calling him a PDF file. Zeke also hopped on a podcast with WH Dude a few years back, and WH Dude is a very notorious member of the SML community, who has also done some really disturbing things himself. And on this podcast, he proceeded to say some very bad stuff about the crew members.
So he basically told me that Nancy wanted to steal Jeffy back. Lavelle smokes weed.
Wow.
Same as another cast member,
Pablo.
Elena.
Is it Elena?
Along with that, he also leaked the entire plot for the SML movie, which Logan probably didn't want on the internet. This shows that Zeke really isn't the best crew member. He went from being loved by fans to being hated in the SML community. Many fans started realizing who he really was, and they started to see the truth. Now just finding this rabbit hole. Damn, this one hurts. I was like, nah, Zeke can't be a bad guy. He seemed so chill when I talked to him in DMs when I was like 12. Oh! Zeke didn't strike me as weird at first, but later on I would learn how absurd and weird he could be. Nowadays, it isn't really known what Zeke is doing, as he hasn't uploaded in around 10 months on his YouTube channel, along with being inactive on his other socials. Now, Zeke did make a response on his channel about everything, and to his defense, he allegedly thought the drawings were made for girls that were of age.
To his response, I had liked, retweeted, and commented on that art that he showed, because I was under the impression it was drawn aged up.
This all showed us that the voice of Mama Luigi can be a pretty weird guy. But what about Elena Keys? Elena is one of the only female SML crew members, and she joined the SML cast back in 2015 when she saw a flyer at her college that help was needed in SML. She voices notable characters like Rose and Karen. Elena is also known to be a very positive and sweet person, always being grateful for the opportunity she was given. Is no one gonna talk about how dedicated Elena is? She talks about her job and what she loves with such a passion. She is admirable. Love you, Elena. Now, this is her as a person. She's actually disliked by some fans because of her characters. The two most notable characters she voices are deemed to be very annoying by fans. Now, obviously, this doesn't define Elena as a person, as it may also be Logan's directing that causes her characters to act like that, but that doesn't stop some SML fans from disliking her for that sole reason. Overall, Elena is a very likable and positive person. Nowadays, Elena is still working with SML and continuing to voice her very controversial characters. However, the same can't be said about Chili. Chili is one of Logan's ex-girlfriends, and she's Logan's favorite out of all of them, and many would even say that she's Logan's main girlfriend. They started dating back in 2010, broke up in 2019, then got back together and had their daughter Lily, following a breakup that happened again in 2023. However, Chili is an SML cast member and has actually voiced some characters on SML before, but Chili is hated by many people because of the SML drama that happened back in 2020, and back then, it seemed like she was the one who was causing all the drama. Now, the real answer as to who caused all this hasn't been confirmed, but it would most likely be Logan. But this drama has caused so many fans to hate on Chili, and think that she was actually cheating on Logan the whole time. Thankfully, there's always a bright side to everything, as nowadays, Chili seems like like she has matured a lot, and now seems to not really be talking about the SML drama anymore, but she still brings it up here and there. Lots of people still hate Chili, but nowadays it's way less than back then. Thankfully though, Lance's reputation actually stands out in a good way. Lance is one of the oldest voice actors in SML, and is most commonly known for the voice of Jeffy. He started acting for SML in literally the first video, Super Mario Got Milk, and as he is Logan's older brother, he's the person who actually introduced him to what YouTube was. Lance is heavily loved in the SML community because of his funny personality, and most importantly, him voicing Jeffy. A lot of the children that watch SML praise Lance as he voices one of, if not the most popular SML character. Lance also carries some very similar traits to Poopy, of not getting involved in drama. He also tries to keep a good picture of himself, and the closest thing he's done to getting involved in drama is throwing shade at Chili in 2020 here and there in videos. On the other hand, some fans actually dislike Lance, and believe it or not, it's actually for a pretty dumb reason. As we all know, many older fans dislike Jeffy, and similar to Elena's situation, some fans dislike Lance as a person for him voicing Jeffy. Obviously though, no one should hate the person for the characters they play, but unfortunately, some SML fans don't follow that. Now, Lance has a very small community of haters, but for Adriana, it's the opposite. Adriana is another one of Logan's ex-girlfriends that Logan dated from 2020 to 2021. However, Adriana was a cast member, and she actually helped make a few puppets for Logan, and mainly helped behind the scenes. But many fans actually dislike Adriana because of everything she's done to Logan and how she is as a person. As we've seen recently in the new SML drama, she's pretty rude to Logan and mistreated him heavily. She would damage his property, threaten him, and she even got arrested for her actions back in 2020. Now, even recently, she has apparently tried to keep getting money and gifts out of Logan, and Logan stopped giving them to her, and this is what caused her to start the SML drama back up. Out of every ex-girlfriend, Adriana is the most hated one out of all of them, and potentially one of the most hated crew members too. As we just saw, she treats Logan like trash. However, Anthony does the complete opposite. Anthony Miller is a very loved SML cast member. He joined the crew back in 2016 after reuniting with Logan at his temporary T-Mobile job after not seeing Logan since high school. He voices and plays notable characters like Jonathan and Angry Ronald. He's heavily loved by the community because, like Matthew, he engages with the fans a lot and does gaming live streams where he would play with viewers, and also collabs with other SML YouTubers sometimes. And when he hit 100k subscribers on his YouTube channel, he even gave away a signed PS5 with every SML cast member's signature on it. Honestly, Anthony is the best voice actor in SML. Now, like some other crew members, Anthony has been in drama that has caused him to leave the crew for a while. Back in 2018, Anthony stated in one of his videos that he would be departing from SML for some unknown reasons. However, everything took a turn in 2020. During the SML drama, Anthony sided with Chili and Tito, which caused Logan to fire and cut contact with him. Therefore, Anthony went to work with Chili and Tito to film for them in their videos, and would occasionally appear in Chili's vlogs. However, thankfully, Anthony would return to the SML crew in 2021 in the Chef Pee-Pee's Kids remake. Overall, Anthony has had quite the bumpy road in his SML career, but thankfully, in the present day, he is still working with SML, and he even has a son with his wife, Rebecca Miller. Now, there's always room to meet in the middle, and that brings us to our honorable mention, Logan. Logan is an honorable mention because he's both good and bad, and that's why he's in the middle. Logan is absolutely despised by half of the community, while the other half praises him. Logan can be a really bad person when it comes to his relationships and how he can treat some other people that are in his life. His opinions on certain things can also make people dislike him. One main thing that shifted people to dislike him is when he scammed fans with the Patreon and would constantly lie about the SML movie's release date and even make fake promises with the fans. On the contrary, Logan can also be a good person. Even though he's had his fair share of bad experiences with fans, he's also done good for them. Recently, he's been taking fan ideas and tips more, and he's even began hiring fans to work with him. He's also given away tons of money through giveaways, and overall, he's very generous when it comes to his wealth. But comment down below who your 5 most hated and most loved cast members are, and make sure to click on this video on screen right here. I'm sure you'll love it.